So wait, where are we now? Oh yeah, we're in, whatchamacallit. Can I look at my inventory? No. Amongst the unfading remnants of ambitions long forgotten, do Clive and his companions forge a path to a better tomorrow. You mean Sid? Kupka's place. The place for Kupka. A place specifically designed for Kupka.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help
That's a
but
gross
wonder if we
metaphor.
made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
Oh, jam. What the heck happened here? Wow, this looks epic.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Obulus. Gotta love the whole, like, character development of when Clive first joined. He was the new guy that didn't even want to be a part, and now he's the leader. Okay, we got some stuff to look at. First of all, Fangs of Ruin. Good boy. Well, this is the same. I did get this to try out. This is what I wanted to see. Holy crap, how many do you think we're gonna get? I half expected it to show up here. Are we gonna go all the way around? Holy moly. It does look like we have 3 slots. I mean, any more than that would just be ridiculous. Okay, so let's see here. So this doesn't do a ton of damage. But it hits multiple enemies. Discharges will trigger all nearby lightning to discharge regardless of whether it is affixed to another enemy or not. Discharge damage is relative to the damage dealt to trigger the lightning. Therefore, melee attacks are recommended over ranged shots. Discharge damage is relative to the damage dealt to trigger the lightning. So it's multiplicative? Like, If I jump in with my strongest attack, the discharge is also stronger. That sounds like it could be kind of nuts. Go for the powerful lightning storm that rains multiple bolts of lightning upon down the target. Now this thing has a really big wind-up. You really have to use it from far away. I made that mistake in that previous fight. Oh, you can move while casting it though, which I didn't realize. Enemy recovery time is significantly increased, so it stuns them quite a bit. The staff used to conjure the thunderstorm can be used to strike enemies directly above. So if they're jumping at you, it's a good counter. Now this seems really freaking strong. It does a ton of damage and stagger, and it's instant. Recommended for use with Blind Justice, as extended recovery allows more time for locking onto a target. So the idea is blast them away and then shoot them up. Let's go to AQ. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Will you hit the bolt itself? And they can whack it themselves? Interesting. Bursts are emitted as soon as the ball is struck by Clive or an enemy. Clive can follow up Lightning Rod with a magic burst to strike the ball immediately. Lightning emitted due to the enemy striking the ball is more potent than that caused by Clive. So it's a bit of a counter. If you know they're attacking, you can plop it down. Taunt can be used to lure enemies into attacking the ball. I keep forgetting I have Taunt. Pressing the execute button after placing the ball will cause the ball to move to Clive's new position. Interesting. And then Judgment Bolt. That could be really good for a stagger. If I saved it for a stagger. That's like the strongest move I have. I think I'm going to learn this and try to save it for a stagger. I also kind of want to use Lightning Rod instead of this, but maybe I'll just save up for this. I do like Pile Drive a lot. I'm probably going to keep that.
Welcome back, Sid. Finish with that log, so...
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
See Browns. Yeah, it seems like I'm catching up with most people now, but it works out because tomorrow's Thursday, so you guys will have another day to get ahead of me again.
Sid.
Staying on this time?
Can't believe it's already Wednesday. This week has gone by so fast. In 2 days, we're going to be back to Final Fantasy XIII. Lucan Lark's Tongue.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
I like Lucan. A duel to the death.
Have Have we any more knuckle pies?
Any what?
Sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
Any what? Our Terms is the name of this song. I really like it. Why would this overtake Fantathon? Well, why does everyone always think Fantathon is going to get overtaken?
Have you been to the toll?
It's literally been every Friday for the past 3 years.
Shelves are closed.
For the past 3 years, Friday morning is always Fantathon. Always. No matter what. When the remake came out, it was still Fantathon. It will never not be Fantathon. Having said that, I was interested in whether or not I should do 13 and then 16 again on Friday or 13 all day Friday. I was going to do 13 and then 16, but we could do a double day of 13, but I planned on doing 13 and then 16. $13 all day, really? For more time? That's the only reason I was going to say maybe 13 all day, just to give you guys more time to play 16. That was the only reason I was thinking of the alternative. We could do a double day of 13. Then you guys have literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4 days in a row to play before I play again on Monday. Could do that. Yes, if it's not obvious, that's kind of the whole point of the Friday series, is that it's always here no matter what. That's like the most important thing to me that you guys know, is that the whole point of the Friday series is that every Friday morning it's always here. No matter what else we're doing, Friday morning is always a Let's Play. For the last 3 years, it's been Fantathon, but even before that, every Friday morning was always whatever Let's Play we're currently doing. And I designed it that way very particularly, so that, you know, everyone would know that. It would be a consistent thing for us. So that's why I'm very... what's the word I'm looking for? Very specific to make sure everyone knows that. So that's kind of the whole point. We've done... How long has it been since we did Friday Let's Plays? I mean, we're talking like... Ever since we did... Well, even before the Let's Plays, it was 7 stuff, but... I want to say Legend of Dragoon was the first official Friday Let's Play. We did like a couple Final Fantasy VII challenges that were in the same exact way every Friday afternoon, or every Friday morning, but the first one that was a Let's Play was Legend of Dragoon. And that was 5 years ago. April 9th, 2018. It's been 5 years that we've all been together every Friday afternoon. Or, guys, I keep saying afternoon. Morning. Back then, double days weren't a thing, though. Double days didn't become a thing until Fantathon, I think. But yeah, I'm down if you guys want to do a double day of 13 on Friday. So you guys have 4 consecutive days to play 16 and get ahead of me. We could do that.
Much was lost when the
Nigel.
first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work.
Is this the same guy?
But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Is this the same guy? I can't remember if his name was Nigel or not. The guy that was like, forget the girl, what about the soil? Because that would be kind of a funny character development to see this guy like care about his colleagues now. I'm not sure if it's the same guy. I will let you know, but I'm pretty sure I'm streaming on 4th of July. Pretty sure there will be no days off next week. But I'll let you know if that changes.
It's the water.
It's not that. I think the only thing that I'm doing on 4th of July is going to my dad's house, and his party doesn't start till night anyways, so. I don't think we're doing anything. We might, though. We might go to, like, the parade. So. Yeah. Tentative on that, because my wife might decide she wants to go to the parade, and if she does, I'll go with, so. Tentative, potential, no stream on Tuesday, we'll see.
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
We went to the Memorial Day parade, and it sucked. So, the wife might not be into going to the 4th of July parade.
Back, are ya? Things here ain't too bad.
What? This is the first time I've seen dialogue where the character didn't speak it. Kinda random.
Nah. What? You've forgotten already? 'Cause I haven't. Still.
Interesting that it shows you which dialogue you've said, or you've listened to. I'm wondering if that's just to let you know so you don't listen to it twice, or if there's like a trophy for reading all the dialogue or something.
What do you want?
Alright, we can get the 11 bolt. It shows how meaningless the old equipment is when you literally always use the previous equipment to make the next one.
No scratches, right?
Still no armor. Still no armor, even after the 5 year later. The armor is all useless. The only thing, maybe... Can you get +3s?
Yeah, that should do you.
No, there's just... They're just totally useless. How weird. I'm just... See you, Darth. I'm just really confused. Really confused by this whole system. There's gotta be a reason, right?
That it?
There's really no +3. It's just all useless. Weird, man.
Fine.
Oh man, look at that sword. Wait, how do I do picture mode? I forget. I did it once. Anyone remember how to do photo mode? You can go ahead and tell me. Because I found it before, I just forget where it was. Attributes, then touchpad. Why just attributes? That's weird. Let's check it out. Ooh. Ooh. Too bad they don't have the usual thing with photo mode where you can like make them pose. So you can make them like pose with the sword. Yeah, why is it only... Like, the touchpad does nothing here. Why not make it do photo mode? Like, the touchpad doesn't do anything. Oh, it does something here, but that's it. Alright. Off limits, that means you.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
She's smoking now?
I remember it like it was yesterday.
They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries.
You're our leader now, Clive. Coin purse weighing you down?
Wow. Okay, hold on. We got some blue accessories. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. That sounds pretty good. Increases limit break generation amount by 3%. Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. More music. Elixir, 10,000. Wait, what is this? 40%, 400 gil. 100%, 10,000. Interesting. Hey, see you yet? If we don't see you later today, have a great rest of the day and Thursday. We'll see you back here on Friday.
Is that all?
Once the hall's swept,
Let's over to the tavern.
Now let's stage replay so we can play with Sid again, because I miss him. This is all like 2 fights. Dude, this guy was so cool. That whole part was just so freaking cool, man. I'm pretty excited for arcade mode afterwards. Like, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't usually like high score style gameplay, but I think it'll be fun. Replaying the levels will be a lot of fun too.
Shelves are closed. The sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
But there's no sign. My chambers. Wall of memories. Huh. Interesting. This looks similar to that Final Fantasy XII thing that, like, as you do things, it populates, but I'm wondering if it's just story stuff. But this might actually be like a... There might be some, like, unlockables here for doing stuff. Whose weapons are these? These are my weapons. I don't use axes. Okay. Wait, is that all that's out here? Just a dusty sheet. Yeah, Sky Pirate's Den. Which is, like, absolutely hilarious to actually fill. We're gonna have to do that for the Zodiac Age Platinum that I plan on doing shortly after Fantathon, or even maybe before. And even with the ×4, that's gonna be a adventure. It's a luxury dusty sheet. Only the finest dusty sheet for our leader. I play a lot of games at the same time. Something I really enjoy doing. Although sometimes I kind of put everything down and just focus on one thing, but often I'm playing 6 or 7 things at once. And often some of them are pretty, like, intense too. Like, I'm doing the Chaos Legion speedrun. I might even be doing 2 speedruns at a time. And then I have, like, my main playthrough, and then I usually have some brain dead grind that I have on the side for when I don't feel like thinking. And then I'll have, like, 1 or 2 multiplayer games that I'm currently playing. Yeah, I just like the variety and makes it nothing, keeps everything fresh. I never get bored of anything that I'm playing usually, unless the game itself is boring. There's nothing wrong with also just playing one game at a time. Also, I do this as a career, so obviously it's different than if you don't play as much. But I'm mostly talking about actually like not stream. I'm talking about like off stream. I usually get like 2 to 3 hours to play off stream. And that's usually split between a multiplayer game I'm currently playing, a grind game I'm currently playing, and like practicing my current speedrun. Or whatever.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
But yeah, lately I've actually been kind of preferring only spending like an hour or two with a game and then switching to something else instead of playing the same game for 3 or 4 hours straight. It's kind of nice. I get more excited to play the next game when I do that. Just, you know, casually. It's just been kind of nice. I used to like when it was time for me to kind of like relax and play a game casually at night, I would just pick one and play it, you know. And then when the PS5 came out, I had all these games on my dashboard that all I wanted to play or try, so I just started playing like an hour of each every night. And I realized like I should do this with all my projects. Instead of at night just being like, you know what, I need to practice my speedrun and then just practicing my speedrun all night long. I'll just give that an hour and then I'll grind in Kingdom Hearts for an hour and then I'll play whatever multiplayer game I'm currently working on for an hour and then, you know, and it's kind of nice. It really makes my casual gaming a bit more exciting and not just, all right, I'm going to play this game again for another 4 hours. But sometimes I don't feel like doing that, and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna brain dead grind this trophy I'm working on all night long. Or something, you know? But yeah, that's something that I don't have, but a lot of people say that. A lot of people say, like, it takes me 30 or so minutes to, like, warm up when playing a game. And I don't experience that at all. And maybe it's just because I do this for a living and I'm used to just getting right in it, you know? But yeah, I've never had that issue. I can just jump in and out of games and be in it, you know? There's exceptions, like with this game, every time I start playing, I have to remember what my buttons are because there's so many of them. So that'll take me a second, but not 30 minutes. It'll take me like one fight and then I'll be good to go. In certain multiplayer games, like FPSs and stuff, it'll take me a game to get locked in. But other than that, I've never really had that issue where I feel like I need to play for 20 or so minutes before I'm in the zone. I can kind of just swap between games pretty easily. But I could understand that for sure. I was talking about this a little while ago about how gaming for me has changed a lot over the years. I still play games for fun. Especially my first casual playthrough. My first casual playthrough, and I know a lot of trophy hunters, like, from the moment they turn a game on, it's all about the trophy hunt. Or a lot of min-maxers, the second they turn on the game, it's all about min-maxing. And I hate to see that. Like Diablo, there's so many people that just skip every cutscene the second they start the game, and all they care about is the grind. And I'm just... Diablo's a bit of a bad example because a lot of people skip the cutscenes in Diablo, but you know what I mean. Like, there's people out there that will play a story-driven game. Like, there's people out there that play Last of Us and skip all the cutscenes. You know what I mean? Like, there's people that do this. There's people that are like, all I care about is the trophies. And we'll just skip through and just get the trophies. And, like, I could not play like that. But, having said that, I do have this... I have felt this shift in the way that I enjoy video games over the years. Where I play through the game once casually, and I enjoy it, and I don't worry about completing it or anything. I just enjoy it for what it is. But once I finish the casual playthrough, my enjoyment from the video game is quote-unquote completing it. Whatever that means. If it means getting the platinum trophy, if it means getting the game to say 100% somewhere, whatever it is, I get a lot of enjoyment out of completing the game and putting it on my shelf and saying I'm done with it. That's like where my fun is. And I've noticed that more over the years. I wasn't really like that as a kid. I liked 100%ing the games I really liked, but other than that, I didn't care too much about that. But I think part of it is that there's so many games I want to play, and everyone's backlog is so long that I get like the biggest dopamine hit ever when I finish a game and know I'm never going to play it again. I know that sounds weird, but like it's true. When I play a game and I get to that 100%, I get to that platinum trophy, and I'm like, I can put this on the shelf and knock another one off my backlist. That's the dopamine hit. Like, that's the part that's fun. Like, I get to play something else, which sounds counterintuitive. Like, the only reason you're playing this game is so you can play something else. But that's really what it is. Like, I get that excitement of, like, I finished it, and now I get to play this other game I want to play. And I never used to feel that way as a kid. I mean, as a kid, I had no other games to play. That was the game that I had to play, you know? But yeah, nowadays it feels more like when I finish a project, it's almost like with anything else. Like when you start a project around the house or start a project at work or like whatever, that feeling of finishing the project, like that's what the fun is for me with video games. But I'm only talking after the casual playthrough. I still allow myself, I turn all of that off and I just play the game and enjoy it. But once I'm done with that casual playthrough, that's what it is for me. It's like, how do I complete this and move on to the next? So it's just interesting because, like I said, I never used to be that way. And, you know, obviously there's exceptions. I never truly finish some games. Chaos Legion, I will speedrun forever, probably. Final Fantasy VII, I always have a new challenge run. I always have a new speed run. There's always something I'm adding to the game to make sure I'm never truly finished with it. That's where challenge running comes in. If I quote-unquote complete the game, but I still want to play it, that's when the challenge run, you know, let's find a new way to play it. Let's find a new way to challenge myself. Let's push the game to its limits. Same thing with speedrunning. I finished Celeste. I did everything that I would normally say is completing it. And I said, I'm not done with it. I still enjoy it. So here we go. We're going to start speedrunning it. We're going to start playing it blindfolded. We're going to start doing super difficult custom mods, you know? So that's where the extra comes in. But with most games, with most stuff like Trophy Quest or just games that I play and I know I'm not going to want to go that extra mile with, there's always a final destination. And that's what's great about platinum trophies. I know a lot of people say, like, who cares about trophies? But for me, that's the finish line. And that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter the actual trophy icon. It's the finish line for me. When I get that platinum, I can say I did it. And I can put it on the shelf and I can move on to my next project. So, yeah. This game, I can already tell, it's going to be an open project. It's going to be, we play the game casually, we play the game to platinum it or 100% it, and then I'm going to be looking for more stuff to do. I can already tell it's one of those types of games for me. I'm excited to see where we take it. Yeah, maybe I can give other people some ideas, but we're ahead of ourselves. That's one of the coolest things about the mods too, like Vincent's Gambit. So many people are jumping in and trying it themselves, and it's such a blessing to be able to play my favorite game still, but then also you know, get other people to play it again, to give other people reasons to turn it back on, you know? It's just really cool.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood.
And
If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
The Moogle's still here. Do you guys see what I see? This might become my favorite game of all time. They're teasing me. They're teasing me with my favorite mechanic. Don't do this to me, game. By the way, I don't see tomes. Where's tomes? Show me tomes. You better be here.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Oh, she's
Back
different
from
looking.
your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
She's a Pokemon, guys. Call the cops.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be
PRB.
that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws.
What?
Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Teach me, teacher.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army.
Wait, what? What? Oh, it's gonna tell me. A once independent state straddling the continents of Storm and Ash, its capital Twinside is built on the tiny Isles of Ark from which its mother crystal Drake's tail rises. After Drake's head was destroyed in 873, the Holy Empire of Sambrique declared Twinside its new capital in defiance of the long-standing non-aggression treaty. While controversial, the move, carried out by Prince Dion and his Knights Dragoon, proceeded mostly unopposed, largely due to the dominance lack of a dominant. Okay, so we didn't actually see this place before. I was wondering if it was one of the kingdoms we already knew, but it wasn't. When he said we need to expand south, that's what he was talking about. I thought he was talking about one of the regions we already knew about. Okay.
From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
I mean, our friends, we don't like the Iron Kingdom. They're crazy.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain.
I'm not so sure about that.
As to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return his volume to old tomes in the shelves.
Aha.
Tell him it was adequate.
Tomes, I'm
I
coming.
suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
So wait, what actually is she? State of the Realm.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
So
What
it's
is
just...
it that you wish to learn?
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clav can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current going-ons in Valisthea. Revisit any of Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. What?
Of course.
Yo, this is sick. They really went the extra mile. Like, really went the extra mile. See you later. Thanks so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Puppy. Yeah, this is wild. If I ever make a in-depth look at any of the Final Fantasy XVI characters, I'm just gonna have this for the whole video. So what had happened was, he saved her, and then they battled, and then... Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. It's funny because, like, for so long, companies have kind of just thrown the lore out there, and that it's up to us to kind of collect it all and parse it all and make sense of it all. And here, they're really going the extra mile to be like, this is actually how it is, you know? I mean, there's still more to look into, and there's still theories. It's not like this ruins the whole aspect of looking into the lore, but it gives us these concrete things to go by. Like, it's really cool. Even have these little, like, details. Breaks trust. Comrades. Man and wife. I love how they're separated by the kingdoms, too. A fine hound. We got the hideaway. Rosaria's gone. Tiamat. They were more than just master and servant. They were getting a little freaky. Best friends with Doggo. Let's freaking go. Man, you could just read the whole story through this. Icon battle. Defeated. Carries home. I like how they have their little dominant icons there too. It's not showing him dead, but I guess it's because we didn't know yet. This is going by like what we as the viewer know, which is a good way to do it. Traveling companions. Tyrannizes. Now we know that he's dead. Because we met his wife. Gives clothes. Very important detail. Hates. Former lovers. No more. Companies. We still have not met her. Then we met the Emperor and his son. Here's the big moment. Joshua seals away. He rejects him. An otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head, he addressed Clive as Mythos before attempting to merge their consciousness. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. So, sounds like he sealed him away. He didn't allow him to merge. So we might not have to fight Joshua. We'll see. Yes, it's Sephiroth. Basically Kingdom Hearts. What's funny is he does kind of look like Roxas a little bit. A little bit of Kingdom Hearts going on. Passes title to. Gives the power of Ramuh to. Avenging Sid. I love how my name changed, too. I went from Sid's ally to Sid the Outlaw. Well, not my name, but my moniker here. Oof. Still traveling companions. Hate to see it. So they didn't actually show... What the heck? Gee, I wonder if she's going to be important later. I think there's a reason she's here, guys. Why does she look different? I guess not. They don't even show that crystal area. They don't show, like, the Holy Empire defeated the Crystal Empire. But I guess they're just not important. Sid the Second.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Now this is really neat. Especially, like, to help me understand the politics a bit more. Because we should actually be able to see... Yeah, we can see, like, the land. And who has what. Like, this is incredible. So, it started off with the Iron Kingdom attacking Drake's Breath. Yeah, like, seriously. It's so cool. And Rosaria attacking Phoenix Gate. Even as the name of the armies. Northern Territory is... I guess these just weren't important yet, so... Then the Night of Flames happened. The Holy Empire betrayed us and attacked because we were allies. And then Clive was drafted into the Imperial Legion. The Empire and the Iron Kingdom fought over the remains of Rosaria. And captured it. Then this was the battle that the game starts off on with the Iron Kingdom and the Damalkian Republic fighting at the Battle of Nysa. Meanwhile, we were undercover trying to find the Shiva dominant by means of the Republic. Kingdom of Wallowed was just kind of chilling, but they were there. Well, they were there because they were asking for help. But then they were like...
No.
Then... I abandoned... And... What is this? Oh, this is just like Clive's journey here. While the Wallowed people were chasing me down. And this is just kind of Clive's journey at this point. There's no other, like, battles going on. But they went back to Wallowed. And then the Eye of the Tempest thing happened. And meanwhile, this battle happened. This was when Odin and Bahamut fought. But that battle, nothing. It was a stalemate. And then we went to King's Fall. And then we went back to Phoenix Gate to learn our past. And then the army took over Eastpool while we were gone. Big yikes. And then we were like, we've had enough of this nonsense. Break the crystals. And now here we are. We rebuilt the hideaway, and then 5 years later, we chilling. Is this what is about to happen? Oh no, this is them attacking. No. This is talking about when they attacked the hideout, but that was this part right here. Now they're attacking Costnice. Still looking for Sid. And meanwhile, they attacked the Crystalline Dominion. Here it is. It was cool for like 5 seconds. Yeah, this Dominion literally was here the whole time, but never talked about till now. They were just chilling, and then the Empire was like, well, we need more crystals, so you're going down.
Very good.
How freaking cool is that, man?
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
I am massive in comparison to you guys. Are you short? Oh no, we're on a slant here. I'm still quite a bit taller than you. I kind of tower over you, fella. How's it going, Jagora? What do I have over short people? Couple inches.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Here, Of Mice and Men, my favorite book.
Already? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts.
Wow,
That
funny
said,
man.
I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places.
Mayhap.
There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
What? That's Mooglist.
Seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it.
Nectar will hear about
Hudson
this.
took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
So everybody died. All right.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetales, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Neat. Look at how full the bestiary is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Seems like... well... I'll reserve that judgment until later.
Did you learn everything you needed?
More short jokes.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before
Ouch.
I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
So...
what could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
yeah, I'm kind of interested. I was going to ask about that because I noticed it pretty quickly that his thing was gone. My guess is that it's more of like a statement. Because, like, obviously he's still branded. You can tell. So I think it's more of like a statement of like, we're removing this in denial. Because anyone that sees that scar is going to know. To be fair, it's a bit less noticeable from far away, though. But if you get close, like... you know. It's obvious.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.